running to you. I've been running to you.
Welcome to E Central Exclusive. Of course, my name is Abdul. I am so excited today. My guest, gosh, he's one that always gives a lasting impression whenever you listen to his music. I'm talking about none other but Chike. Welcome, Chike. What's up? How are you?
Thank you for having me.
Thank you so
I got
much.
you some chocolates.
This is so beautiful.
Yeah.
Thank you. I really appreciate it. But first of all, now, Chike, a lot of people got to know you after you participated in the singing reality show.
Yeah.
But you were in the industry a long time before that. So I just want you to take me quickly. How was it like for you? What were some of your difficulties, you know, as an artist?
For me, officially trying to create music, because I will go back as trying to, because that's part of the struggle. It's been about almost 7 years, or about 7 years. And that was when I finished, when I got a degree from Covenant University, and I wanted to be free, I wanted to do my thing. And, you know, I went for the first reality show, which was Project Fame West Africa. I left, I think, at top 10. After that, I was done with reality shows, to be honest, because, you know, I was still very emotionally attached to the first one and all the reasons why I didn't win, you know. So, but I mean, the opportunity came knocking the second time, and that was The Voice Nigeria. And after that, I was sure I was done, you know. It wasn't personal for me at that point, you know, no win. I was, you know, emotionally matured enough to realize that this is a stepping stone for my career. And after that, it took me about 3 years to put an album together. You know, and the challenges go from, you know, paying for sessions, you know, having people wanting to barter their craft with you for almost nothing, because at that time you're nothing, you know, having people believe in you, you know, and between all that, you know, I was able to get out the Booless album, and here we are, and I'm excited about every decision that was made.
We're still talking about the industry. We all know that the Nigerian music industry is very competitive. Like,
Yeah,
there
it
are so
is.
many artists, some almost doing the same things and some doing things differently. But how would you say the journey has been like for you, Chike, you know, being in this kind of industry that everybody is trying to make a mark for themselves?
Yeah, I mean, first, big ups to my colleagues. It's not easy, you know, entertaining, you know, because you have a lot of people who criticize entertainers, and if you put them on that same platform, they go cold, like drop dead cold. So I understand the boldness to share your art with the world, you know, but for me, I've always believed I'm different, you know, whether you say, oh, he sounds similar to this person, or I just always believe I'm different. So when I try to create, I know that I create differently. I try to get inspired differently. So once I had that in my mind and still have the listeners and fans and those who are ready to listen and support it, it's just a win-win for me. No matter the number, it doesn't matter. Yes.
But apart from the Nigerian artists that you've collaborated with, because you have collaborated with quite a few,
Yeah.
who is that one artist that you are yearning, like you, Chike, you're yearning to have a collaboration with? And I don't want you to just, I want you to give me a name, because there must definitely be one.
Okay, right now, a Nigerian artist I would like to collaborate with. Sumi has always been I mean, if that's the answer you're looking for, you got it already. She's always been a long-time favorite. She's one of those who I respect her art, her voice, the way she creates, the way she thinks.
And we know that you've done that now, because the next album, of course, Simi is on it, of course. So, is this the Femi? I'm not going to Femi.
I sincerely can't mention names,
So Davido,
because I don't want
I
it.
know you like Burna Boy.
I don't want it predictable. If I get a Burna record, that's a hit. You know,
that's
so
a banger.
That's a hit. I mean, that is also one artist that I respect with my entire life, because you know the trick with Burna's music is sometimes you think he's not saying anything because of how fast the music moves. But listen, he's actually saying a lot of things. You know, I love Davido. I mean, he's one of those who I like him as a person. I like what he's about. I like how he carries people along, and I hope to emulate that.
But where do you see your music taking you to, you know, as Chike, the music you put out, where do you see that music taking you to in the long run?
You know, thanks to how digital the world has become, I see it taking me everywhere I've never been. You know, I really see it taking me, because you see, sometimes where I get the fan letters I get, the fan invitations I get, even the bookings I get, I'm getting to places where I've never been. So yeah, more of that, more of places I've never been.
Of course, and still talking about that, more of acting, because I know that
yeah.
you love acting.
Yes,
but
I do.
really want to know what fascinates you about acting.
It's art. You see, music, acting is art.
Exactly.
Yeah,
I
it's
agree with
and
that.
to an extent, it's all make believe. You're playing a role. You know, and you know, I've decided to live a life where I keep playing roles. Is it in telling my story through the music or telling people's story through music? So acting is just a different branch of my art. And yes, I'm looking forward to doing more of that. You know, it's very time consuming.
How was the series? How was it like?
No, it was amazing. Back to time consuming. It's very time consuming. So it's always good to know how to balance it. Because you see, when you go to act, I assure you, you're acting.
Yeah. So,
no time for any other
so,
thing.
are we looking at you, being in more movies?
Yeah, sure. I don't know. I mean, I can't speak for productions, and you know how productions go and how long it takes them to put out content. Yeah.
So we'll definitely be seeing more from you in terms of acting.
Yes.
But now we're going to talk about Boo of the Booless.
Yes.
Boo of the Booless.
Yeah.
The name, first of all, it captures you.
Yes,
so
it
I'm
does.
asking that you're Boo of the Booless. So are you trying to say that you're for everyone and for no one? So if I have a
And for everyone who's got no one.
Okay.
Yeah. For Booless the Booless, every song was down to trying to step my feet into different people's experience.
Yeah.
Are you experiencing joy? I get it. Are you experiencing heartbreak? I get it. As a mother, are you experiencing the loss of a child? I get it. Are you experiencing giving thanks to God? I get it. So it's almost like saying there are a lot of things you're on your own and you're thinking. And you don't know if any other person gets you. So Booless the Booless almost says, for Faithful, Faithful tells a story about, how you met somebody you used to be involved with. And oh damn, wish you could be involved with them again.
But wait, Chike, between me and you, the breakup songs were really deep. I shared the story how I got to listen to
Out
them,
of Love.
and you understand. Were you going through something like that?
I mean, to be able to reach that deep, you need to.
Of course you
need
were.
to. I mean, let me land.
said it.
No, you didn't say it. You gotta have. For me, it's a mixture. For me, my music is always fictional and non-fictional. It's a balance. I never go too direct.
Okay.
For the sake of the people too. Privacy is key. But I think with the second album, I might just, do a little name dropping.
How long did it take you to put Boo of the Booless together?
3 years.
Oh wow.
I mean, usually it shouldn't take that long, but I told you about my challenges.
Yeah.
It was a lot of trade by barter, to be honest. Like sometimes all I had to barter with was, Oga, I go blow, help me do it. And it took a lot of rejection too, which costs time. You might want to feature an artist now and you're chasing them for 6 months. That's already 6 months out of 3 years. But with all that, I respect their decisions. I'm happy it went that way. I'm able to work with a couple of them now. It's just life,
But now let's talk about the album, your best song in the album. For me, I have two, and I think is Soldier.
Yeah.
Because I could really relate to that.
You got any
And then-
military person in your family?
Exactly. I
Okay,
could
so you
relate to
see,
that, exactly. And then
Boo of the Booless, hence there for you.
and then
Yeah.
it's Forgive.
Forgive.
So for me,
Yeah.
the two are my best. But tell me,
Okay.
I want your best. I know you love everything, but there are some that you've taken keen interest to.
You see, if you got 5 kids, you can never say, "Hey, this is the one I love best."
No, but sometimes it
No,
happens.
Chike,
It happens
I'm
sometimes. A mother
genuinely-
always has her favorite.
I can tell you the ones that might be performing best. I can tell you the ones I love best. You know why? Because they were all created from some part of me, and I experienced different. There's sometimes I haven't played my album in like 6 months. But there's sometimes when I get into the car and I turn it on,
So what's okay? Wait,
and I'm singing.
No, wait.
to
So,
it,
so when you turn it on, do you like fast forward?
No, I don't fast forward
So
anything.
you listen to everything. So
Everything.
you don't have anyone that you just love, like.
No, and I'm telling you that as the truth, none, because they were all different experiences, and my entire album was written and created by me. So you see, there was nobody who wrote a song and gave me.
Yeah.
So I know where each of the tracks touch. I could tell that as a person I've changed, but I mean my core is still there. So, but I know that I have different. I say things about how my music has to do with experiences and what I believe have been true. So I've had new experiences. I've met people who've had new experiences. So I've reflected that. When I talk about the struggle for creating music, I never looked for a place to sleep. I never looked for money to go out and have fun. I never looked for money to eat. I'm just saying, when you decide to go down that path, most times you have to do it yourself.
Yeah.
As a person being personally driven, I couldn't go to my parents and say I need money to push music. You could have been in Canada with a job. They can make that happen, but you decided not to do that. So
you need to
so I needed to make my own sacrifices and create. So that's what I mean. So musically, I was broke. You know, so right now I'm literally living from my music, and I just feel happy that now I can contribute to my family.
That's
Yeah.
a big deal.
Yeah.
Well, when should we expect this album?
I can say, but I know it's hopefully it won't be past the middle of the year.
Middle of the year.
Yeah, things happen. You never know. We might just be waiting for that one artist to record. That takes 6 months.
So definitely looking forward to that album. But before we go, we definitely need to talk about the impact coronavirus has had on the entertainment industry.
Terrible.
It's been bad, it's been
Terrible.
negative. But how are you coping, you know? Because we know that you guys make money from all those things that you do, apart from the online sales and all. But how are you coping generally?
I understand that the lockdown and everything is for the common good. I really do hope that our government is really working, you know, and not just putting us on lockdown.
Do you think the Nigerian government is trying with the way they are handling it compared to other African
I
countries?
mean, situations like that is you apply the knowledge you have. You cannot apply more
What you
than
don't have, yeah.
what you have. So I'm sure they're applying whatever they have. So do they need to get more knowledge? Everybody needs more knowledge, you know. So, I mean, America has not solved the problem.
Yeah.
So, but I'm sure we'll be fine.
But you as an artist, you know, what is that one thing that coronavirus has taught you? Because honestly, all of us were not expecting this.
Yeah, nobody
You know,
was.
Nobody was. So what is that one thing that it has taught you as an artist?
To be honest, it was during that period that I was able to, you know, work on myself as a human being, physically, mentally, you know. It also taught me that, you know, one great lesson I learned was the amount of time you have in this world as a human being daily.
Yeah.
It's a huge amount of time, especially when you're waking up and doing nothing. You know, so it helped me prioritize. And so even now in a busy Lagos, I still know that and there's never enough time, don't get me wrong. But I look at it like this, there's no excuse for you not to achieve certain things because you're saying there's not enough time, because the coronavirus helped me see how long you have in a day. It is alarming. I got to where I was because I asked people what worked for them. And I know there were slight differences in how I applied mine, but they got me off the ground. A big thanks to Rakiya, a very amazing guy, good brother. In fact, I couldn't have started my journey properly as an independent artist without his advice and guidance. So as a brother, and I respect him forever. Don't let nobody tell you, you know, that you can't. Go to those who tell you you can, you know. And yeah, and with the blueprints I'll put out when I have the time, I sincerely hope that will help you, especially as an independent artist, first of all.
So the first one goes like this. If you could save one, your career, your relationship, which one would you save?
My career.
Your career, okay.
If that was a relationship, by the way.
Yeah, because I'm just trying to get to that.
I'm just saying, you know, I'm just trying
Okay.
to,
What do you find the most flattering about the opposite sex?
I wish I could say I'm one of those guys who, oh, what matters is what's upstairs. I beg. No good there. I like what's in
It's downstairs.
front
Is it
first.
downstairs?
Yes. You can always find those in front and still find something upstairs. I mean, I know they start from upstairs. I beg. You go airports. More video one
You
place.
just got me.
Yeah, I beg.
Okay, so the next one says, what advice would you give to your 18-year-old self?
Don't get a tattoo.
Do you have a tattoo?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
I like tattoos. I'll get more. But at 18, that was a bad choice. Yeah.
So where do you have it?
My arm. Yeah.
The last one is your most embarrassing childhood experience.
What was it? My dad beating me in front of people.
In school.
There were different times.
I mean, but that's a soldier.
No, but that's the most loving man. You know, you never lack. See, I have never known lack under my parents. Like,
Well, how do they feel about your music quickly?
they're excited because people recognize them, and sometimes people are talking about me and they don't know that's my parents. And so,
Great
and most
moments,
importantly, you are financially responsible. So
That's what's up.
that's one thing. You know, sometimes when they say you have to be a doctor, you have
Yeah.
to. Now money they cost.
Money, that is the
one,
problem.
the one sure say hunger no kill you.
Exactly.
So right now,
And you're
hunger
looking
no
all
kill us.
good. You're looking all chubby. So I'm sure they're proud.
Chubby
And
kid.
I see your dad rocking to Boo of the Booless.
Yes, so he's played it a couple of times.
Yeah.
He has prayed that, so I'm sure I might put out a gospel.
A
EP,
gospel. We'll
just
definitely.
so I have him safe and
We'll
sound.
be looking forward to that. Thank you so much,
Thank
Chike.
you
It's
so
been
much.
amazing talking to you. So we know that Chike is about to release a banger. An album is coming out, and we're definitely looking forward to
yes,
that.
there is.
It was so interesting.
But most importantly,
talking to
please,
you.
a lot of people haven't heard Bull of the Booless.
Bullets.
Let's even start from that.
Exactly.
A lot.
So you need to, when
so
you hear
please go
Boo of the
listen to
Booless,
it.
then you will understand,
Yeah.
you will not be anticipating for the next album,
Yes,
because then
yes.
you understand that he gives
Yes.
nothing but the best. Like,
Yeah.
he gives greatness. Chike, thank you so much. And
Thank
then
you
you
so
brought
much.
me chocolates,
Yes,
so I'm so
so
excited. Chike,
Sweet
thank you so
fruits.
much for this.
Yes, when you
And-
finish, you still do bitter leaf salad, so the sugar is not too high.
Well, I hope you enjoyed your time here.
I enjoyed
because
it.
I did. Thank you
Yeah.
so much, Chike.
Yes, thank you.